in lust. Lust mode. So we took the bus into St. John's to end up at the cruise ship dock for some reason. I don't know.
It's kind of where the bus dropped us off.
It's where the bus dropped us off, kind of. So we're going to wander around, get some food from like one of the local places, try to see a few things, but the main mission for today was grocery shopping at the biggest grocery store in Antigua.
Yeah, it's been a while since we provisioned. Didn't really do it in St. Martin. Didn't eat it at the time.
No, so it's things that we've been looking for that you can't really find in the small grocery stores. At least what we want for our tastes and what we like.
Simple American taste.
Simple American taste. So our Kraft Blue Box macaroni and cheese, that kind of
stuff. We still have 5 of those on the boat.
Yep. We always can find ramen noodles though, so we're usually all set.
And since we didn't know if we'd be getting the boat up here, we think we're going to come up to Jolly Harbor to check out. We heard it's a little bit easier, a little cheaper here. Still don't know if St. John's is going to be a stop, so we figured may as well wander the town while we go grocery shopping, and hopefully we can kind of get out of the cruise ship port.
Yeah, and the bus from, where are we?
Falmouth Harbour.
Falmouth to St. John's was
like $1 a person.
Yeah, $1.50, $1.25 a person.
Yeah.
Ended up being equivalent of about $3.
And we'll have to hop another one to get to the grocery store. It's not on the outskirts of town, but a little bit further out.
Yeah, for
but
a
again,
transfer to that.
Yeah, so it's going to be like $6 or $8 round trip to go grocery shopping and do some sightseeing. Cool with us.
Yeah, much better than the taxi, which I think our guidebook said was like $45 to get here.
Yeah.
Crazy difference.
Yeah.
We'll see though. We may end up taking a taxi some of these times.
We'll see. Every time I hear a car coming, I think we're going to get run over. And every time so far, they've chosen a different path. Except now. Always as soon as you say something.
The game of Frogger.
Real life Frogger going on here. It is a little, well, of course the sun comes out as soon as I say this. I was going to say it's a little unfortunate we came here on a cloudy day, kind of fighting the rain as we go, and it doesn't really help the atmosphere or my mood too much, unfortunately. But we got out of the cruise ship area and we're just walking the streets of St. John. Blah, blah, blah.
Ah, you can't say it either.
Apparently it's really hard to say St. John. So we're just walking the streets of St. John. Lots of different shops, tiendas, really nothing we need, unfortunately, in the groceries. So we're just kind of walking and seeing what there is. And looking for Chinese food because now we have a craving. And we're trying to figure out how you cross the streets here. I did see, because the buses that you take here are just those little 12-seater guys. And one, they pretty much will stop for anybody on the road to see if you need a ride. And either you ignore them, I guess, and they go on. Or you can do like this sign here. And that's a signal to them that, thanks, but I don't need a ride. So now I know. The more you know. Well, we've also now found the public market kind of by accident. It started pouring outside and we wanted a place to just like run and take cover until we can wander again. So behind me here, for some reason I look like I'm behind a green screen. I'm not. There's all of these stands set up with fresh vegetables, and even though we're going to a grocery store, we'd rather purchase here as long as we can sneak them in to the grocery store still, hopefully. But looks like they've got a nice selection down there. Everything looks very fresh, so we'll have to go check it out and see what we can find. Let's check it out.
terminal.
My navigation skills are legendary.
Bunch of lemons and limes, mangoes, bananas. This little thing.
Anyone happens to know? So it's a little loud in here right now. There's a lamb spit going next to us because we ended up at a kind of a shawarma shop. Big old lunch here. And about to take my first sip of an Antiguan beer. What all these seems to be what's on the signs everywhere. Looks like a nice little lager. So cute little spot to take a lunch before we hit the grocery store and go back. It's pretty tight. Ooh. Now that looks good. And very filling. So I'm gonna be here for an hour while I eat. This thing is delicious. It does not want to stay in one piece. And that finished his.
Yeah. Now it's beer time.
It was easy up to this point. And then it just split on me. One of those moments I probably should have a fork, but you know, fingers work too.
I think we were supposed to eat it out of the tin foil, unwrapping it as we go.
That would have been the smart way.
Yeah, I think we did.
We'd like to make everything difficult.
Wrong.
We're back at the bus station now trying to figure out how to get to the grocery store, and we're finding out that the bus we need only comes through here at certain times, but nobody really knows what time it is, and we don't really know what number bus it is, and we're just supposed to look out for some like lettering or wording on it. So I literally have gone up to So I've already gone up to about 3 or 4 buses stepping aboard saying, do you make it to Friars Hill Road? And they're like, no, not me. So.
And a military vehicle.
And a military. And I like walk up and see them in their military caps. And I was like, do you go to? Oh, you're not a bus. And they're like, we're not a bus. So, but you know what? We're happy and we're full.
Yep, we're sending her to go ask the buses because she's cute. Me, they would be not as nice to.
Yeah. But we're heading out from the rain, and we really not doing anything else today anyway, so we just sit here and wait for our bus. It's all good. I should have asked the beer guy that just came by for a beer. All mouths. Rolling cooler of drinks. Can't beat that. Lost the sandal. We got chopped off by the bus at the Woods Shopping Center, which is about a block up the road from the Epicurean grocery store we're trying to go to. And so we were literally walking through the mud in the road to get there. Matt just keeps splashing mud puddles up his legs and onto the back of his shorts. I want to know what's going on with my skirt, so let's hope this grocery store trip is worth it.
Adventure. It's always worth it.
Yes.
Always worth the adventure.
We need a good adventure.
Huh?
We need a good adventure.
Yeah. We're trying to get on the way back.
Adventures and grocery shopping. A mire with palm trees. Well, from the outside, it looks like a mire, so that's a really good sign. Kind of. No, mire. Mire's better. Only mire. So I think it's promising. We need Snickers.
I am.
Matt needs Snickers. What do you know? It goes right to the grocery store. Well, that was a pretty interesting ride back, and reflecting back on it, it probably would have been smarter if we took the bus to town and to the grocery store and then just caught a taxi back, because once we were finished grocery shopping, we walked through the mud again to the mall that we had been dropped off at. And it doesn't really run on a timetable, so I think we waited maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes with our groceries, a couple of cold things that we had in freezer-ish bags. But once that bus did come, it was maybe like another 10 to 15 minute ride to the bus depot, where we then had to wait 5 or 10 minutes to board the bus that would take us back to Falmouth, which was another about 20-minute ride. So our groceries were sitting out for about an hour and a half. All we really had was some lunch meats and things like that, so hopefully, well, actually no, they did make it back okay, just barely. But it is a pretty great place to shop. They have a lot of stuff. But yeah, other than that, it was just a pretty beautiful bus ride back. The sun was shining, and it was so cute. There's this little schoolboy that was sitting in one of the fold-down seats in the aisle because it was a packed ride back here. And I don't know if he had narcolepsy or just had a really rough day at school, but like as soon as the bus started moving, he was knocked out. So anytime someone behind him needed to get off the bus, there's a woman next to him, like literally had to like pick him up by his arms, like pull her into his lap, let the person through, and then he just ragdolled right back into his seat. And so finally his older brother woke him up when their stop came up and pretty much like sleepwalked him back to their house, I think. But we should be stocked on groceries now for another week or so. Prices here in Antigua, probably cheaper than St. Bart's, more expensive than St. Martin. I'm going to go ahead and say about 20% more expensive than the U.S., just in case you're curious for provisioning here. So I think we're going to continue to just buy the minimal to get us through until we can get back to St. Martin, and then we'll do like our big round of shopping there. So otherwise, a pretty good day. We got to go see the town, got to have some shwarma for lunch, wadaldi, is that what they're called, a beer? So. So we've gotten ourselves off the boat today to have a little fun. Our friends Bill and Grace from SV Calico Skies are here. Say hi, guys. Hi. We met Bill and Grace almost 6 years ago now on our way out of Michigan to the East Coast. They have a Sabre, which was what our last boat, Serendipity, was. So when we passed through New York Harbor, we joined up for drinks at the Frying Pan and had a good old time. Had a good old time and have been in contact ever since, so it's really cool now that we're actually all cruising together. So sitting here in Falmouth Harbour, have hopefully found a good dinghy spot for us, so we're gonna get in the water and hopefully find some fish. I guess a ray just went by, but we have seen a lot of turtles too, so there's always fingers crossed that we'll get a good view of those. Now I'm all alone here at the dinghy, so I should probably do something to catch up. Thought I saw a turtle. It's just a shadow. join us for the next episode of MJ Sailing, where we kick off the start to Antigua Sailing Week. Joining our friends for the races on their Rival 38 as part of the club class, and attend all of the nightly ceremonies and parties.
We finished second in today's race. Second place.
Yeah.
You deserve to get wasted after today.
And since we don't have to go racing tomorrow,
The day
Lay Day.
Cheers, second place.
Second place.